do a new tutorial on OBS. I'm going to be using Durham Pot Player as my media player. When you first install your OBS, yours will look like this, except you won't have anything in scenes or sources. So let's go ahead and right click in scene, add scene. Doesn't matter what you name it, just click OK. Now in sources, right click, go add window capture, hit OK, and it should be the title of whatever media you're playing is in your media player. Be sure to uncheck mouse cursor, capture mouse cursor, because if you don't, your mouse over your media player will be streamed to your viewers. So there we go. This is a 4:3 video in a 16:9 video display box. So I'm going to preview stream and note how it doesn't line up. Well, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's go ahead and do our settings for OBS. General, don't worry about that. Encoding. I use constant bitrate, CBR, of 420, and I put a buffer size. If you don't wish to do that, you can use the quality balance, and if you hover over it, it'll let you know what that means. It's just letting you know that using quality balance for this is more for like slideshows, whereas constant bitrate is for actual moving video. And don't forget to enable CBR padding. I use 420 KB bitrate because my internet is terrible. 360 KB is good for 3 megabyte net, 420 is good for 6 meg like what I have, and so on and so forth. You can keep increasing and find out what works well for you on your internet speed. I decided to put a buffer size of 1080 just cause. Audio codec. There you have the two options of MP3 and AAC. Please do not use MP3. It'll sound just as terrible as my microphone. AAC at 96 KB is CD quality. You can go 112, 128 if you want, a little better quality, but it's really not necessary. Of course, stereo and format. This is all good. Just hit apply and move on down to broadcast settings. This is going to be for VaughnLive, so I'm going to use that. And I had a stream key in there, so I have to restart that. There we go. And please use US primary. If you pick a specific server and the server gets overloaded with streamers, you could be dropped. And if you use primary, you will be transferred to a different server, hopefully. At least that's to my understanding. If you click minimize network impact, it will, if you start to browse the internet, it won't cause your stream to lose as many frames that if you did not have this checked. I've noticed it's helped me a lot since my net is very terrible. But to get a stream key, go over to your VaughnLive account, log in, and then left click on your name, go to settings, and it will take you to this page. And you can click on channel and scroll down. Your stream key will be right here. It'll be live _ 6 numbers or characters, and then underscore and 6 numbers characters. It's going to be random. So just select, right click copy, go ahead, go back to your OBS, and just paste it in there. But yeah, that's my stream key. So the reason why I had it X'd out is because if you have my stream key, you could stream on my channel. So I just X'd it out. Anyway. Let's go back to OBS. We got the stream. Okay, let's go over to video. Now, custom range is going to be the size of this box right here, what your viewers will see. So, for VaughnLive, they say 640 by 360 is the size of their video box, which is inaccurate. I found that 664 by 360 works for a full screen video, and when it's in small screen, one of those little tiny boxes, you only have just a hair of gray bar on the bottom. And since I stream older shows, I only do 25 frames per second. You can do 30. If your system can't handle it, you can go higher, but there's really not much need to go above 30. And for audio, this is where you're going to use and set up virtual audio cables if you happen to have them. I do, and I'm going to use them. I'm going to switch my desktop audio device to line 1 on virtual audio cable. What this will do is anything that's playing on my desktop will not be streamed to my viewers. Only stuff from line 1, which is what I'm going to set my media player to use. And I'm going to disable my microphone because I don't need it. And that's good right there. Hotkeys you don't need unless you really wish to mess with them. And advance. Make sure you have use multi-threaded optimization checked. That's should be multiple processes per core if your system can handle it. And process priority class is normal. Disable encoding while previewing, which is very, very good. When you click preview stream, you notice how there's nothing going on right here. What if I had that enabled, or excuse me, if I had not disabled it? Here, actually, I'll show you. What it does is it tries to emulate how your stream is working, so you can know the performance impact before you even start streaming. It's kind of good to figure out that, but I mean, when you get used to setting it up, just disabling it will make it easier for you. Make sure you check use constant frame rate, CFR. Video, X264 CPU preset. This is how much of your CPU will be used to stream. As you can see, highlighting it will display. I leave it on very fast because it's for, lower end systems, mid end systems. It's recommended. Faster's for better systems. Like low end overclocked, high end overclocked i5s and low end i7s can use faster with a good graphics card. Fast is for like really good i7s, maybe a dual graphics card setup, and medium and slower. These are not recommended at all. This is like, I would say 4 graphics cards for this in a really overclocked i7 with water cooling to use this. So, but that's just my opinion, honestly. But very fast is just perfect. You can turn up the keyframes if you wish. On Twitch TV, I believe you have to set the keyframes to 3, but I'm not certain. I don't really care about Twitch, but I just leave it on auto personally because it works fine. All this other stuff, this is for more advanced encoding in full range. I have no idea. I think if you hover over it, it'll tell you. Nope, won't. Okay. Allow 61 to 120 FPS entry in video settings. Now, again, if your system can do it, go for it. But I don't see the point in it. Low latency mode is for people who have really, really, really good net and are really close to the server. But at least I believe that's what it's for. I wouldn't mess with any of this. But hit apply when you're done. Quick sync encoder. I have no idea how to mess with that. Noise gate for your microphone. And scene switcher and other stuff. I don't mess with any of that. But as long as you get your video set up. Oh, and by the way, under video, resolution downscale, please don't use this. All it will do is make your stream look artifacty. It'll break it up into a bunch of squares and look really bad. But, I mean, you can go ahead and try it, but it's on you. But anyway, I got everything set up, so I'm going to preview my stream and see how the box does not fit properly. Go down here to scenes, right click, position size, fit to screen, and I still have my information bars, which I don't want, so I'm going to go down here and edit scene, and I'm just going to drag it out. The red lines are sticky, so if they get close to a corner, they're going to latch onto it. There we go. See, we don't have any more of our information. And this is exactly how your streamers will see. I gotta make sure I got... Yes, I do. Okay. Stop preview. And I'm gonna go over and actually, let me go ahead and right click and add a text real quick. This is going to say, I'm currently testing my stream. I'm going to make it red. I'm going to have a scrolling speed. And I'm going to make it big. I'm going to preview stream just to make sure I got that. Yeah. Okay, cool. drag this out so it fills the top. This way, if people happen to come into my channel, they'll know I'm currently testing my stream and to not worry about watching it. Alright, stop preview and start streaming. And away we go. As soon as that turns green, you'll know it's working. And proof in the pudding, go over here and wait for this to decide to load. There we go. And let's get the media player moving. I still got a little bit of the bars from the media player, so I can just go ahead and edit scene, drag it out just a little bit more. Or I can not bother with it. See it's 4:3, so let's go ahead and change that in the media player. Aspect ratio 16:9, just to display that it'll still be full screen for those who wish to use widescreen videos. There we go. But that's proof in the pudding that nothing from my desktop was being streamed over. That it was full screen, except for the little issue of this bar on the side. So I'm going to edit scene. Like I said, you can try to mess with it, and there. So yeah, just finally got it out. I'll go ahead and go back. But that's why you always preview your stream to make sure you have it set up the way you want. There are different resolutions you can use. What I use is 664 by 360 just because it works. It's low quality, but you can experiment to find different ratios that'll work for you. I hope this little tutorial helped.